Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, Pro Bowler Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders do battle with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A minute ago, Arrowhead was rocking. The offense led out by All-Pro tight end Travis Kelce as the Chiefs get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The young right-handed QB Patrick Mahomes bringing out the KC Chiefs, who are at 6-1. And stop me if you've heard this from before, CD. Another big game in Week 7 for Patrick Mahomes. 358 yards, 4 more touchdowns, his 6th straight game with 300 or more yards.
And I have to keep telling myself how young he is. You say they're 6-1, right? So that's 7 starts for him this season, 1 start last year. He's 8 starts into his NFL season, and we expect this week in and week out. 22 touchdown passes through the first 8 games of his career, and that breaks the NFL record previously held by Kurt Warner. And I loved him at the post-game press conference after the Cincinnati win, wearing his dad's New York Mets jersey that he wore in the World Series for the Mets as we get ready for the World Series between Boston and the Los Angeles Dodgers.
P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
Definitely in the running for the title. Best receiving tight end in the NFL today is Travis Kelce because he can do it all. 83 catches for over 1,000 yards last year, but they can split him out wide like a wide receiver, utilize him like a running back when they run him inside on some shovel passes, and then when he catches the ball downfield, often turns it into big plays and even bigger yardage.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
I spent plenty of time this offseason listening to people debate about whether Derek Carr is actually a top 10 quarterback in the NFL or whether he's more a middle-of-the-pack guy. If he's a top 10 quarterback in the league, then you're thinking playoffs for your team.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Doug Martin, the two-time Pro Bowler in Tampa. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
The NFL's comeback player of the year in 2016 is Jordy Nelson. He couldn't duplicate the magic last year with his quarterback Aaron Rodgers on the shelf for a big portion of it due to injuries, but he's still well respected around the league. If you want to run press coverage against him, be prepared for him to run by you.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And off comes to Martin. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Kansas City sitting at 6-1, and they got to 6-1 in very convincing fashion with that 35-point win over the then 4-2 Bengals, a team that they'd lost 4 straight to going into that Sunday night affair. But Kansas City's rolling. This is a potential Super Bowl team, right?
It certainly is, and this team went 5-0 last year, then lost 6 of their next 7. I don't think they're in danger of doing that. I know people look at their defense and think, that's the weak link. But remember, they have pass rushers. That's always big because you can slow down a team that way. They take the ball away from people. They've been opportunistic over the years. So I think that, like Atlanta a couple years ago going to the Super Bowl with a subpar defense, this team can do the same. And last year's Super Bowl was decided by a defensive play when the score was 38-33. You just need one in a big ball game, and Kansas City has the guys who can get it for them.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Well, Charles, pretty big piece of news around the NFL on Monday the 22nd. Dallas Cowboys, all the talk about them needing a big-time target out wide. They went and got Amari Cooper.
The speculation was there. The discussion was there. But then late Monday, as you noted, it became real. The Cowboys decided they needed a WR1 and went to Oakland and got Amari Cooper and gave up their #1 draft pick for 2019 in return.
What do you think of the fit there?
I think the fit is excellent. Dallas screaming for a wide receiver who can attract attention, stretch the field, and make big plays over the top. He can do all of that. He should help his quarterback, Dak Prescott, become an even better player.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Green 39.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete here.
Blitz.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
4 down. Here we go. Green 39.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down, and it's complete to Kelsey. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a defensive stalemate. No scoring in that first half whatsoever. But a breakthrough can't be too far off. And for the start of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The third quarter starts with a run by Martin. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Harris now to return. 2 spins. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Get down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They give to Martin, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a safety, Ron Parker, there to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Chris Jones on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a run with Martin. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Carlson is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Ready, green 90, green 90.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. He's back to throw and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Where you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Here we go. Green, 90.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.